Hi guys, what's happening? I'm enjoying a new show right now. I haven't watched a show before. Figured I'd share. You can see that. Yeah, it's a washer, a clothes washer.
It's ours.
Yeah, that's ours. Just got it in today, hooked it up, and it's working thus far.
Hi.
So that's what my wife and I are doing. We're sitting here watching clothes spin around in a washer. That's the excitement. What's up, Sean? Check this out.
How many eggs do you guys want?
I want 2. How many you want?
2, please. See that action? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. This is one of them, what do you call this?
Front
end loader?
Front loader, yeah.
Front loader. Yeah, check it out, dude.
Put your shoes on.
Just got it today, along with the dryer. They're both used, but to us, they're new.
Yeah, well, they're a newer set.
Washer, dryer. See? So finally.
Huh?
But yeah, well, you definitely knew about the washer.
Christmas is coming, you can't pick anything.
But yeah, that's what we're doing. We're sitting here watching the washer spin around in a circle. It was my wife and I and our dog watching it, but now, you know.
Really?
Sean said no more laundromat. Nope. No more laundromat. Hopefully we won't have to see one of those for a long time. So, what up, Tim? I'm broadcasting live from my bathroom. No, I'm not on the pot either. Sitting here watching laundry spin around in the washer. Never had one of these washing machines where you could actually watch the laundry spin around. So, what's up, Donald Tender? What's happening, dude? What's happening? I just popped on here to show off that I've got a washer now. That we've got a washer. We're sitting here watching the laundry spin around. I'm like so excited. It's so Metro Billy here.
Yeah, honey.
Let's see. Sean says just saw a spider crawling up my wall. Okay, I was gonna say you could have seen one crawling up my wall too. But yeah, nothing. No major excitement. My wife and I are just sitting here like a couple of Metro Billies watching the laundry spin around. That is so exciting to us right now. Because, let's see, Donald says, not much, dude. How has it been? And nice. So, yeah, I'll tell you what, today it's been better because now we got a washer. You know, we just got a... Like I said, it's a used washer, but it looks like it's in really good condition.
And it's a newer set.
It's a newer set, and it's actually a set. So, me and the Vin Mobile got the old dryer down to the basement, and now we've got the twins here, you know. Got the twins going on. And so, we're just sitting watching the damn laundry go around the circle. Oh my gosh, everybody's on right now. My goodness.
Maybe you should
yeah.
do wasted evenings.
I was going to say, maybe I should do wasted dinner. My goodness. How's everybody doing out there? But, let's see, Sean says, I know what you're talking about, Sean, but somebody else might be like, what the hell is that boy talking about when you say it's a yellow sack? You're talking about the spider. I know, that's a yellow sack spider, huh? Oh my gosh. Oh geez. Heather's on here. Sarah's on here. Jonah was on here. Oh, still on here. Heather, good. Donald says, as long as it gets the job done. Exactly, dude. Exactly. We've been waiting for this moment for a while now. How long has it been since we had a washer? A couple months.
September.
Since September, so it's like, yay. That is, that's how we, you know, that's a big deal to us, you know. So, But it's one of those things where you take all these appliances for granted until the stuff dies on you, and then it's and it's like, what am I gonna do? And yeah, you know, I think it's like you get stuff, and I don't know, something in our brains, you like expect it to last forever. And then it breaks, and you're like, how did this ever happen? You know, and it's like, it's called wear and tear. Dummy is what comes into my mind. And then I'm like, yeah, you know. But, yeah, that was the whole reason I got on here, to share the excitement of a new washer. You know, and the fact that it spins around in a circle, you know, that makes it exciting. Jonah says, I hope everything will work properly for you now. Let's hope it lasts a while. Thank you, Jonah. Sean says, remember, spiders are your friends. Give them a hug. Well, just to let you know, I did not run into any spiders, amazingly. I didn't run into any when removing the old dryer. The old dryer still works, but, you know, now there's twins. I don't think the washer would have fit in there with that old dryer. Do you, Vinny? I don't know. But Donald says, I'm scars of spiders, LOL. I'm sure you mean you're scared of spiders, but I had to read that exactly how it says.
Scars?
Donald just said he's scars of spiders.
Yeah,
nice.
That's Donald Tinder's writing.
Okay. Donald corrected it, scared. Yeah. Vinny said he recognized that writing anywhere.
Yeah. Even if the name said anonymous, I'd be like, Donald Tinder.
Nice. Sean said hi, Vinny.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, it's a Metro Billy celebration here. I wish I had coffee to go along with it. Gotta get my hat on. I feel nude. Donald said, what's up? What's up, dude?
Hey.
And Vinny answers back with a, hey. Vinny's actually being a good lad. He's making me and Mom some eggs. You know, trying to at least pretend I'm on the keto diet thing. Of course, I haven't been good on it. I've been a bad boy. Oreo cookies and all kinds of bad stuff, huh, Alan?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, anyways, let's see. Donald says need ice cream.
Me too.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, that's all I need right now is some ice cream. I could go for some. You know what I like doing with ice cream is when you have your own toppings for them. Like your own whole package of
You're
Oreo
not gonna
cookies.
sit there and play. The first thing I want you to do is wash
That's good
up.
shit right there,
You
man.
can play after you wash up.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Fresh eggs. Oh man. It's been a long day. There's Jimmy's on here too, damn. Sean asked if you sneak any of the kids' candy. Well, luckily I didn't even have to. What's up, Jimmy? Throwing a shout out to him too. Yeah, my kids are actually very generous, so they shared with me. Let's see, Jonah says, no, Paul, no ice cream. Stick to the diet. I will make sure melon heads get you. Oh gosh, he's gonna sick the melon heads on me if I bust my diet up. Oh,
You
crap.
guys can start going on my diet.
Oh gosh. Now Vinny's trying to talk me into going on his diet. He's on what do you call it?
Intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting. Jimmy says, good evening, sir. Good evening to you also. What's up, Mike?
Good evening.
Donald says, agreed. GTG. Good night, my friend, and talk to you tomorrow. Good night, Donald. Take it easy. You need to get some sleep there, dude. Sean says, I never take my mom's candy. Oh. Your mom goes trick-or-treating? Yeah, my kids are generous, and you know what's weird is two of my kids do not, my youngest two, who are the ones that really do the trick-or-treating, don't even eat Snickers bars. Can you believe that? They don't like Snickers bars. It's crazy. So they were like bombarding me with Snickers bars, which, you know, I really shouldn't be eating the other day. But, yeah, I cracked. I ate some. How in the hell am I going to stay on this diet when, Teresa's making these gigantic cinnamon rolls and all these homemade chocolates and stuff. And, and then I'm helping her by packaging them.
Oh.
It's like having a dope fiend baggy up rock cocaine or something, It's insane.
I promise you, you will lose
What's up,
like
Vinny?
5 pounds a day.
Vinny's trying to convince me to do this intermittent fasting. Anybody ever try that shit?
Vinny has, and it's working wonders.
Well, I know you have, Vinny, but, you're into wrestling, and you're already skinny. Now, and that's the thing here. Let me tell you something, guys. We're talking about Vincent. My son Vincent is trying to tell me about this intermittent fasting stuff. Okay? This dude, on a bad day, he's got, an 8-pack of abs. And he's trying to tell me how great this intermittent fasting is going to work for my fat ass.
Oh,
Can you believe that?
I was 147 and I dropped almost like 15 pounds.
There we go. A testimonial. He dropped 15 pounds in how long?
About 3 weeks.
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
And
dropped 15 pounds.
That's for me being, a skinny kid.
So, let's see. Michael says, only when I'm too lazy to go to the grocery store. Okay. Sean said, my internet goes out for 5 seconds. I come back on and hear cocaine. Why? Bill says, what up, bud? Not a whole lot talking about, I don't know. We ended up talking about dieting or something. Sean, to get back to why cocaine was mentioned, I was saying, how in the hell am I going to lose weight when my wife is having me help package candy? I said, that's like a dope fiend baggying up crack cocaine and not getting into it, Come on. Jonah said 15 pounds in 3 weeks is impressive. I can't lie.
It impressed me. I stepped on the scale.
It is impressive.
I'm just like, what?
15 pounds of lies. Do you believe that shit? Come on. No, I believe Vinny. I don't know how he did it. But this intermittent fasting shit. You go one day, you eat one meal. The next day, you eat two.
Like, it's you choose a scheduled time, like time frame to eat. And my time frame is literally an hour long a day, pretty much. I just eat dinner sometimes, and then sometimes
you eat an hour long. So I got to figure out how many packs of Oreo cookies I can eat in an hour.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly it. You can.
Oh, jeez.
You can eat like 3 meals a day. You choose pretty much what you do. Like I usually go like about 12 hours without eating, and I just drink lots of water.
Okay, I'm gonna try and read what you said, but it doesn't look good, Sean. Sean put, not only are you the chocolate killer, but you do, Coke too, LOL. No, I don't do Coke, and, I just seen COC, and I'm like, that doesn't look right. Let's see, Bill's asking me, talk to Gary lately. I actually, last few times I've communicated with Gary was not too long ago, and it's been via Facebook Live, actually. So I have talked to him. It sounds like he's doing pretty good over there in Texas. How are things going for you, Gary? Or Bill, we're talking about Gary. Jeez, I can't keep people straight. Let's see. Jonah says, come on, Sean, it's now November. We need to think more of a Christmas theme. Okay, so, if you guys are late to the thing, I've been dubbed the chocolate killer. And Sean is the crawl space maniac. And I forget what the hell we came up. I think for Jonah we came up with something like the sore loser maniac or sore loser serial killer.
It's Coke, not cock.
Okay, Bill put awesome. Yeah, Sean put it is Coke, not cock. You scare me sometimes. Are you trying to tell us something? No, I don't have to tell you guys anything. You read everything into it anyways. Sean said, Jonah, cocaine is kind of Christmassy. It's white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about
Yeah, snowy.
Yeah.
Snowy. Yeah, it is Christmassy, I guess. Okay. Sean said Jonah is a sore loser killer. Okay, that's what he is. Yeah, that's his thing. Josh put a big old cheesy, looks like a crying smiley face there. Yeah.
I'm dead over here.
Jimmy saying I'm dead over here. That's funny. Jimmy put LMAO. Josh put booger sugar. Oh. Booger sugar. Yeah.
Hot,
Yeah. What? You said that sounds hot?
yeah, it's kind of
Booger
sexy.
sugar sounds sexy?
Yeah, I like it. That's a good name.
Jonah says it's Christmassy if you would be El Chapo. El Chapo Guzman, I imagine you're talking about. Yeah. Now, they still got him locked up, right? Right? I haven't been following that thing. You know, I was following the big drug war thing in Mexico for a while, and then the news really shut up about it because they started killing reporters down there, and that really helped shut shit down there. Sean says, I'm El Shano. El Shano. Which cartel would you be there?
I'm Vincente Otaco. To cousins.
That's
family.
Vincente El Taco right here. My gosh. Oh, this is horrible. It's cold as hell. I'm drinking cold chocolate mocha
Cold ass.
shit stuff. Let's see. Josh says, difference between snowman and snow woman. Snowballs. Nice. I had a feeling you were going to say that, but I didn't want to say it and then end up, I don't know, being wrong or something. Didn't want to steal your punchline. Snowballs. Which I never made an anatomically correct snowman. Jonah says, Sean, you will be the crazy guy who will sell crack to kids if you keep acting like you are the Mexican cartel. Sean put, Joshua, that's hilarious. Jimmy put, best name for a speed metal band ever. Booger Sugar. Booger Sugar. LMAO from Jimmy. Nice. Yeah, Booger Sugar. Well, that would, I don't know. I don't have much experience with that stuff, but I imagine that would really keep up the tempo. Jonah says a friction of the snowman and snow woman might melt his goods.
Good point.
Yes, good point. Oh. Yeah, I never made an anatomically correct snowman.
I made a 9-foot tall one.
Oh yeah.
I have a picture on Facebook.
Yeah, you made a huge ass one. I made a full size igloo one time, one winter. It was tall enough to where I could stand up in it, and I was an adult when I built it, so that's 6'2". Sean says, Jonah, you going to hell? Me and Paul are going to heaven. The clouds open. The sun shines down upon us.
Evangelical.
Yes. Angelic music playing in the background. Stuff that I'm not even going to attempt to sing like that. I can't hit those high notes, but anyways.
You do love.
Yeah. Sean doing a little more self-justification, but he throws me in on there, so I can't say too much bad about it. I'm always acting like I'm not a
I don't have glasses.
not a hellion here. Bill says, remember sorry, there had a momentary interruption. Bill says Slaughterhouse 9. Dude, I almost forgot about that. Sean says, or Jonah says, Sean, you are like Judas of the group, always throwing people under the bus. Damn. Jonah says, you would betray me and say I go to hell. Thanks, man. I love you too. Man, yeah, love is in the air. Well, you know what, Jonah? I think when we were discussing...
A little bit of friction from the snowballs
yeah,
off on them.
Yeah, well, when we were discussing the zombie apocalypse, that's when Jonah said something about how we would have to headshot Sean after he became a zombie. I remember that too. But Sean was talking about hugging zombies too. So, but I remember you said something about how we'd have to give him a double tap to the noggy and put him down. So, I guess it cuts both ways. Man. So did anybody go to any Halloween bashes yesterday or this week or anything like that? Have any cool costumes? Heather says, night all. Good night, Heather.
Night.
Get a good night's sleep. Sweet dreams and all that. Sean saying, hey, Jonah, want to hang out sometime, man. Been real bored lately. See? So, Sean's wanting to hang out with you, Jonah. Let's see. Jonah puts hugging zombies. I thought that was insane. Like, who in the right mind hugs something that will eat your brains? That would be Sean. I don't know if he's in his right mind, though. Sean is always talking about hugging everything. Sean wants to hug everything and everyone. Here's Sean. Been so bored. Sean's been so bored, I've been letting the spiders live. Jonah says, of course, man, so he's wanting to hang out. Jimmy says, no Halloween party fun for me, just work in the Maslin game. Okay. Yeah, I was talking before to these younger dudes, talking about how, you know, you get older and then instead of trick-or-treating, you dress up. You know, the dudes dress up as goofy shit, and then the ladies dress up, usually a lot of them dress up pretty trampy for Halloween parties. Let's see, Sean says, heck, I'll hug a crocodile. If you do that, get that on video. I'd like to see that. Sean hugging a crocodile. Nice.
I've hugged a couple Sasquatches.
Couple Sasquatches?
Yeah. Wrestling people with very hairy chests.
Sean says I'll even hug the Watchman in Satan's Hollow. Yeah, Vinny's a wrestler. So yeah, you've hugged some hairy dudes. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right, now Vinny, you've done the wrestling game here for quite a few. How many years?
5.
5. How many times did you end up with somebody's nuggets in your grill?
Well, I've probably once or twice, but I've ended up having somebody or my nuggets and somebody else's, so it's gay either way.
Okay, I was just wondering.
You know, that aspect of it is fruity, but just
yeah.
don't look at it that way.
Yeah, Jonah, I was just wondering that. Jonah says, I forgot I watched the Ghost Adventures live investigation. Yeah, thanks for that link, but I ended up not watching it because I ended up being tired. Although we did cram in, we did watch the old Fog movie and did watch the original Halloween, of course, with Michael Myers. Sean puts, I thought he was talking about women he's hugged. Thought he was calling them Sasquatches. That's what I thought at first. That's what I thought you were talking about.
Well,
I thought you were talking about hugging big girls.
I've been around some huge girls, like at my high school, that had a tank top on it, and then when they put their arms up, like they almost smacked me in the face with a bunch of hair. I mean, them things are hairy.
You've seen some hairy armpitted gals.
Came from like Sweden or something.
Yeah,
like that.
From Sweden. What do you guys think? I think armpit hair needs to come back on chicks or what?
I mean, hey, some
Go
people...
for that Euro look?
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think? I think it's pretty nasty.
I don't think it's too good.
I don't like it. I don't like it. You know, I've watched a lot of Euro horror flicks, and I've seen some where the girls are,
Oh yeah.
you know, they'll show them taking a shower or something to lift up their arm, and it's just sticking out all frizzy and.
Jungle.
Yeah, that throws me off. I guess I'm too American to handle it. I guess.
Yeah. There's some things.
Let's see. Jimmy says, I swear I thought he was talking about big girls too, but I didn't think he said he hugged a few Sasquatches. Sean put, their choice, but I'll never go near them. Okay, so if she's got a, you know, she's got armpit bushes, you're not gonna.
Or chest hair.
Chest hair. Oh man, I'm not. You know what? I don't. Oh, chest hair. Yeah. What about that? That's kind of scary.
Hey, if your face itches, you just gotta rub your face against their chest hair. It'll be good. Especially after they freshly cut.
All I'm thinking about is 2 coconuts. You know, they're all.
Yeah, hairy.
Yeah.
Brown.
That's what I'm thinking of. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm thinking of, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of coconuts, you know.
Yeah.
Jimmy said, I thought he said he effed a few. Was shocked for a second. LMAO. He said he thought you said you effed a few.
I don't know.
Sean says, oh God, no, that's scarier than man reflection. What is man reflection? I'm lost there. Do you know what that means? Sean put, my, not man. Okay, so that's scarier than your reflection. Okay, I gotcha. I was going to say, man reflection must be some new term that, you know, I'm too damn old to know about, you know. You know, so, I mean, we've already gone past kid level now with our talk, so
I think this is.
Let's see. Jonah says we have one girl in particular who was on the bigger side. Well, she did not wear any underwear. Well, her pants fell down, and you would think Chewbacca came to get his cousin.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh. Chewbacca the coochie. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Coochie doctors.
Oh gosh, it's terrible. But oh my gosh, let me scroll past and see something. Oh yeah, when you said, here's a term, I don't know if you guys have ever heard it, but I've heard some guys use it. I guess this is when a dude looks at another dude at his groinal area. It's called meat gazing. Meat gazing. Yeah. Oh gosh, that must have been a sight. But you know what's funny, dude, is you know when that big girl lost her pants, you know you were looking. You know, no matter how scary she was, you were.
No matter if you got too close,
you were
your
checking
beard
it out.
got tangled up in the hair. I mean, still.
Yeah. Sean says, Jonah, as I said, you going to hell. Wonder if Satan thinks those jokes are funny. Okay. Here we go. Once again, Sean is being over-righteous, turbo-righteous. Wow.
Stout.
Yeah. Jimmy put, I don't even know what that symbol is, dude.
Xbox.
It looks like, is it?
I
don't know. It's like an X or something. Now he's got eyes. Yeah. Jimmy knows how to use all them little emoji things. I don't know how to use that shit. Jonas said someone made an Arby's roast beef joke.
Oh yeah.
I've heard of things looking like roast beef before. We'll just leave it like that. Also heard references certain things being opened and looking like a grilled cheese sandwich when they, you know. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, this has gotten so juvenile. Oh man. feel like I'm 13 all over again. Shit.
More
Arby's
liquid
roast
sauce.
beef with cheese, melted cheese. I don't know. I think we're all just, our brains are just running wild right now, I think.
Honey bunches.
Jimmy says, looks like the edge of a chip chop ham sandwich. It makes it even better that you put sandwich.
It just emphasizes the
Chip
sweetness.
chop ham sandwich. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was... I thought of one time coming up with a product for... Let's see. Hold up here. Let's see what Sean says. Paul, Vinny, Imad, Jimmy, and I will be holding hands, singing Ring Around the Rosie in Heaven. Jimmy puts LMAO. Oh my gosh. It's terrible. Yeah, I was thinking about coming up with a feminine product one time. I was. It was like a lip balm, only, for ladies, for their parts. I was thinking of calling it flapstick.
I thought you were going to say something like dick balm.
No, flapstick.
That's
Yeah.
That's still good.
Yeah, well, it is, but anyways, Oh, gosh, guys, this is terrible. What's become of us? And let's see. Jonah put flapstick. Exactly. You think that would catch on?
Probably.
Oh gosh, this is terrible. Jimmy says I'm dying over here. Flapstick. Yeah, just a little product. Just wondering how that'd go.
I don't know which way the wind
I
will take it.
Yeah.
Which
Well, there's only one way they're supposed to. But,
Flapstick.
yeah, flapstick. I think it'd work. I mean, there's, why not? I wonder what an infomercial would look like for it, too.
Flapstick.
Jonah says I spit Sprite everywhere. I can't breathe. Nice. Yeah, because you got to have a demonstration, too.
Yeah.
So, what would you use for the demo for it? You know what I mean? Because you can't have a real person doing it, obviously. Clay?
Yeah, some stop motion action.
Stop motion?
I don't know.
Application of it? I don't know. Let's see. Jonah says, I have no fear. Flapstick is here. There we go. Now we got a slogan. See, that's what's good about this medium. We can brainstorm and together we can come up with a killer product. Let's see. Sean says, I wonder how you're going to demonstrate flapstick. It's a good question. I don't know. Maybe you could use pancakes or something. Jimmy says, chopped bulldog lips. Oh, gosh. Chopped bulldog lips. Oh, gosh. Jonah says, I can always find that particular girl for you, Paul. She will be a hit. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Oh, I'll bet there's somebody out there willing to do a commercial for flapstick. Oh, my gosh. Sean says, sounds like an Impractical Jokers bit. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Chap bulldog lips. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of the ruffles and the folds.
Yeah. Just that imagery.
Chap bulldog lips. Yeah, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work with a Cocker Spaniel. It'd have to be a bulldog. Oh my gosh.
I I need your money.
Oh, there's that phrase again, huh? Hold my tape. Welcome to America.
I'm
Let's
going
see.
to Walmart.
Okay, all right. By yourself?
I'm going to see if Julian wants to go.
Okay,
Sean
good idea.
will be the person who applies the product to the person.
Okay,
Oh
that's
my
what
gosh.
that's what Jonah
And
said.
he said he's going to heaven?
Yeah.
Good
Well,
luck
that's
with
what
that.
Jonah said.
Or object.
Or object. Okay. So, yeah, I could see, and it could be used, it could be done in a romantic way. Now, this could be a product that could be a couple's product too, to incorporate the man into it. He could, kind of put it right between the front teeth or the lips and apply it too. So, it could be, it could be a romantic thing. Bring couples together and provide lasting protection, Yeah. But yeah, do one of these jobs on there. What in the hell are we even talking about? My goodness.
I did something new today.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. You just stepped into the wrong room.
Bernard.
Let's see. Jimmy says, there's the disclaimer. Won't work on Cocker Spaniels. Perfect. Perfecto. Yes. This product is not guaranteed to work on. Let's see. Sean says, put your flapstick inside chap bulldog lips. Maybe that would have helped the bulldogs, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm just... Chap bulldog lips. That was good. That was good. It was golden, Not many times can you say things are golden, but that was golden. It really was. Jonah says, we always have something crazy to talk about, so don't be so surprised. Yeah, I guess I'm not really that surprised. Oh, that's cool.
I just colored it today.
Nice. Very nice.
I need to color the rest.
I had to look at a drawing. I made myself say the word drawing. You ever hear somebody call a drawing a drawing? You ever hear that? In reality, it annoys the hell out of me, but I wanted to try it. Kind of like somebody saying China or Australia. You ever hear that?
No.
I have. Sean says, like my cat in Truth or Dare, lick. Oh, gosh. I'll tell you what, I have to send somebody right out of the room. That is a nice drawing, but you have to leave the room. Sorry. Look at that. Yeah, I don't know if you guys caught Sean's Truth or Dare. These guys. Jonah says, Sean, you are a sick human. Jimmy says,
That's an understatement.
Yeah. Jimmy says, put your flapstick on your crappy flappers and moisturize those panty scrappers. Oh my God.
So clever.
Sherry, you just walked into something that is...
You might want to just
Yeah,
back out.
yeah. Well, I mean, you're welcome to hop in here. We are talking about a fictional product that I'm proposing to make.
Huh?
And, let's see. Sean says, as I said, Aaron was the one who came up with it. Okay, so that means Aaron's the bad guy on that cat dare, huh?
Collaboration.
Not you.
Of bad
Not
guys.
you. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Vinny, could you turn the Keurig on? Oh my gosh. Wow. Sad. Yeah, Sherry, you just walked in. I've been talking about a fictional product I was thinking about making. Just throwing it past, brainstorming, getting some feedback from the crowd.
November 8th.
And it's
Yeah,
gone
but you
very...
were supposed to turn this in.
What was supposed to be a very serious
Remember, I guess
women's
it's kind of-
hygienic
Oh, I don't know.
product has really
1, 2, 3.
really turned into something. Sherry says, LOL, what the hell is going on here? Well, see, here's what I was thinking about, was coming out with a lip balm for ladies, okay, for their sensitive parts, and I was thinking it could be called Flapstick. What do you think? You know,
I need to
you're a
try
lady.
this.
So yeah, I was thinking of lip balm, for ladies called Flapstick. And then I was, we were brainstorming as to how this could be marketed and demonstrated on a infomercial,
Well,
Sean says I only voted for it because...
I'm gonna go so I can get back, because I don't...
Okay.
I've been waiting on you, but it doesn't
Right.
look like you are anything.
Yeah. Sherry says, oh, okay. LOL. I like it. Okay, there we go. There we go. We have a ladies' vote here. Sean said, I only voted for it because I knew Jonah was going to refuse, and I could shoot him with my airsoft gun. Jimmy says, kind of spiraled out of control there for a minute, huh? LOL. Jonah says, you know how McDonald's has Ronald McDonald? Well, Flapstick could have Flappy the Flapstick. Just imagine Flappy in a commercial. Hey kids, it's Flappy the Flapstick. Let me see this. When your lips get dry, no problem. I got you covered. Nice. Nice. Flappy the Flapstick. Oh my gosh. I don't know, but even after talking about this, see, now Vincent made me some fried eggs a little while ago, which I haven't ate because I'm busy talking about my idea for the new product, Flapstick. Now I can't even look at these eggs right, guys. Now I can't even look at these without thinking things that I shouldn't be thinking. Why is that? It's terrible. What happened here? I mean, my eggs aren't only cold, but now they're flappy looking. You know what I mean? Thank God he didn't put cheese on them. That would have just, I don't know. I'll still eat them, but, if they would have had cheese, it would have put it into a whole nother realm. Yes, a whole nother spectrum. My gosh. What happened to me? I don't even know. Jeez. My gosh. Wow, I need something to drink. Vinny, could you get me something to drink, please? Thank you, Sherry. I'm glad you're cheesing about it.
You asked me to turn the Keurig on?
Yeah, dude, do we have Mocha Shido or something like this? Let's see, I'm sorry, I missed somebody else. Jimmy put, that's what she said. Yeah, it's, I don't know, Flapstick though. Yeah. Let's see, Sherry put Speculum, good one. Thank you, dear.
I have something to tell you after you're done.
Okay. You know what? Down in that cupboard, Vincent. In that box. See that box? I gotta tell Vinny where some stuff is for the Keurig thing. He just about fell over. You been drinking?
Yeah.
Up, Vinny.
It was right here.
No, down. Over to your left. It's right by your hand, dude. Yes. Can you make me one of those, please? Thank you. I don't even know what the hell they are, but they're not tea. So, sounds like Flapstick could be a killer idea. It's already been thumbs up by a lady, so
Put these in the Keurig?
it's a go. Oh shit, no, we can't put that in the Keurig. Alright, Vinny, why don't you read some of those cup things over there out loud to us? What some of these are.
Right here we got pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice. You guys drink pumpkin spice?
Iced tea.
No iced tea. I can't drink iced tea. No.
Cinnamon sugar cookie.
No cinnamon sugar cookie. What the hell is up with these drinks? My wife got all these fancy frou-frou ass drinks.
And
No more mocha?
that's about it.
Alright, I'm gonna go full metrosexual here. Pumpkin spice. I'll try that out. There. I'm gonna pumpkin spice. Yes. That's what I'll try. Pumpkin spice. Sherry says, yes, I want pumpkin spice. Alright, well, I will share. Because that's the kind of guy I am.
Sherry.
Vinny, use that cup that I done gave you, buddy.
Oh, I can't do this shit.
It fits under there. I've already used it.
That's cheating. Oh. Putting it
Gosh.
under angles.
So, let's see. So, any other products? Any products you guys ever thought of that you thought, man, this would be some killer shit? Or are you just, kind of wanting to keep it to yourself so that, nobody steals it? That, Jimmy says, good night, all. Good night, Jimmy. Thanks for hopping on the show very much. Love to have you on here. Always good times, dude. Stay out of trouble, and can't wait till you hop back on another show. Yeah, you guys ever have any ideas? Sean says, hey, read my comment above Jimmy's. Sorry, I might have missed that, bud. Let me try that out. I mean, that's what she said. Jonah, Jimmy, Sherry, Sean. Are you talking about I only voted for it because I knew Jonah was going to refuse and I could shoot him with my airsoft gun? Because I'm not seeing any other ones. Maybe you can repeat your comment, dude. Because you know what's funky? I found out sometimes I'll hop off of here and comments will pop up that I swear I never saw while we were talking. And it's like it just catches up after we're already done doing a broadcast. It's weird, but I've had that happen to where it was, so maybe you need to repeat it, dude, because I swear I went through everything as it was going down the line, but, so, yeah, by all means, reshare. But, yeah, you guys ever have some kind of idea for a product? I don't know, anything, contraptions, inventions, stuff like that. I've had ideas for inventions, now legitimate ideas for design improvements, and I thought, man, this would be some good shit, actual serious stuff, and then I didn't do anything about it, and I swear, months later, years later, I would see somebody came up with the exact thing. Sean said, I said my bad when y'all said flapstick. I thought you guys were talking about a certain body part on a dude. No, I totally did not see that comment. Did not see that one at all, dude. No. So that might be one of those ones that got lost in the Bermuda Triangle of Facebook Live talk. That shit happens.
Or my hair.
It got lost in your hair?
I need a cut.
He needs a haircut.
Yeah.
Could you get that pumpkin spice, Vinny? Let's see how that tastes.
Not ready.
Sherry's, yeah, it's ready. The thing done, the Keurig done sneezed it out. Let's see. Sean says, that's why I said put your flapstick inside a chapped bulldog's lips. Oh my gosh. No, dude. Yeah, we're talking about, boy, you've been thinking totally wrong about this product the whole time, Sean.
Wow, Sean.
Yeah. Well, now we're on the same page, though, right? But, all right, the pumpkin spice is done. About to try some of it. Gonna see, I'm gonna see if my estrogen levels skyrocket after drinking some pumpkin spice. Let's try this. It's very hot. It's steamy.
Yeah.
See that? Smells pumpkin-y. I smell the spicy. Let's see. Sherry says, yum! Love pumpkin spice. Enjoy. Thank you. Here, you can have a sip first. Damn it, girl. Not that much. Come on.
Look at all those.
Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad at all. It's very sweet.
There's a bunch of just faces that came out of the corner.
Yeah, I think Sherry just threw a whole bunch of happy juice all over the screen. Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is neat. Oh my gosh. I think I'm suddenly developing a taste for abstract art.
Is it decent?
I think I want to write poetry now. I feel like fighting for social justice. This stuff really has an impact on me. My gosh.
Oh, so someone likes it.
Yeah. My goodness. I don't think I can drink this, like
you do coffee.
Yeah, like coffee, right. I think I could drink it as a treat, though. I think I could handle this as a treat. And this is a big-ass glass of this stuff,
I wonder
too.
how tasty it would be if you cooled it down. Like with ice.
I don't know. It's hot as hell, and I'm, taking big sips if that's possible, But it is good. It's good. All right, Sherry, you're right. It's pretty tasty stuff. Sean says the day Paul became a social justice warrior. That's right. You're not allowed to have opinions. They'll hurt somebody's feelings. Jonah says, if abstract art is a thing you think of, just imagine being as calm as Bob Ross when he is painting. Happy trees. Happy trees. Yeah. Which, you know what, guys and gals? I saw my brother sent me a link to Sherry said, oh, how I love pumpkin spice. You taste so nice. There, she even rhymed. A little poetry, nice. Yeah, the Bob Ross thing. My brother sent me a link of a Bob Ross cat painting with cat food. All right, my brother sent me a link, and it is a little cat wearing an afro wig painting with cat food. And the clip, I mean, it's only about a minute long or whatever. And I don't think this guy got enough views, and I don't know the title of the darn thing either. But I guess if you put Bob Ross cat, maybe it'd pull it up. But, there's a little cat, and it's, got some fake little cat leg arm things kind of being worked like a puppet. It's cute, but it has a real cat, though. But the dude, and it's wearing a shirt like Bob Ross, and it has an afro wig. It's a cute video. Yeah, every now and then I watch cute videos. That's true. I think sometimes you need to take a break and watch cute videos, It's supposed to be good for the blood pressure, too. And with as many cigarettes as I smoke, I need that kind of stuff in my life, Uh-oh, Vinny's making himself a cup of what? What are you making, Vinny?
First thing I grabbed.
What is the first thing you grabbed? You don't even know what the hell you're making. You just grabbed one of the cups and threw it in there.
I got short-term memory loss. I think it's pumpkin spice.
Okay. Vinny might be about to have his mind expanded too with some pumpkin spice. We'll see. We'll see if he can become a convert. Sherry says, you always did have such a personality. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, you have a lovely personality yourself. I've seen nothing but smiles on your face, and everybody I've ever known has always had good things to say about you as well. So, give yourself a pat on the back. Just don't do it with a hot mug of pumpkin spice. That could hurt. Wow. It's still hot, but, yeah.
I like my taste for it, so.
Let's see. So, what's the big happenings today? Time is 9:18 Oven Standard. Sherry says, well, thank you, sir. Quite welcome. Quite welcome. Boy, and there comes some more cyber happiness from Sherry. I like it. It's almost like it's raining good things upward. All right, Vinny, is it pumpkin spice?
Yeah.
Vinny, pumpkin spice with ice. How nice. Yeah. He put ice in his. Oh my gosh. Sean says, do not pat yourself on the back with a hammer.
Why not?
No, that would probably not be good. Yeah. Oh my gosh, is my youngest still up? Is Helen still up?
Don't let me surprise. Have a look.
Oh my gosh, she can't be up.
Oh gosh.
I can't have a little kid up.
Helen, go to bed.
All right, I have to get a kid off to bed. Come here, Helen.
My lunch.
Did you have your medicine?
No.
I gotta be a dad again. Switch back to dad mode. Did you have your medicine?
No.
No.
Uh-oh.
Time to go into dad mode. To administer medication. Uh-oh. I don't see it anywhere. Where is it? Uh-oh. I'm not doing very good at this dad thing. I've only Yeah,
It's right in
20-some
front of your
years
face.
of it. Where?
Right there.
Oh, shit. There we go. There's the medicine. All right, take your medicine. Then I need a hug and kiss, and then it's off to bed with you, you small toad.
No.
Here you go, dear.
8:30.
8:30? It's 9:20. It's almost an hour past your bedtime. Yes, it is. Look at the clock. Look at the oven. It's the most accurate timepiece we have. That oven was made in Switzerland. Give me a kiss and hug now. Better give a kiss and hug.
Dad.
Okay, there's half a hug. That's pretty lame. Here, kiss right on the cheek. Right on the cheek. Right on the cheek. Come here. Kiss on the cheek. Kiss on the cheek. Here. All right, get to bed. Good night. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Jonah says, haha, that moment when reality sets in and dad mode is activated. Well, yeah, gonna have that, especially when I'm broadcasting from my kitchen studio, you know. That's when life gets in the way. It never ends. Being a dad is a full-time job. It really is. It really is. But you get to sneak away for moments, you know, and talk about stuff, you know. You get to be a kid again, but being a kid again when you're a grown-up is actually, you're usually talking about stuff you don't want kids to hear, you know.
Yeah, that stage starts in high school.
Well, yeah.
Or
Yeah, so you get to kind of be like, you're going through puberty again? Is that? I don't know.
Like, I
don't know.
I've been
It's
talking about weird stuff since like 5th grade.
yeah. So, anybody staying up late watching some flicks or what? What's the big excitement going on with you guys? Wow. Pumpkin spice. I wonder if there's caffeine in it. Looks like we lost Sherry. She had to get back to life too, I'll bet.
Jinx.
Yeah, what's going on with you guys? Right now, and until you guys get back to me with that, I'm going to ask Vinny a couple questions. Vinny, when's your first wrestling thingamajig?
Match?
Yeah, match, meet, whatever they're called.
December 1st against
December 1st. Okay.
At Northwest.
Northwest. Now, any of you guys do the wrestling thing? Jonah says, I will be up late. I have no clue what I will do yet. I might play some video games or watch TV.
Oh yeah, Jonah's graduated.
Yeah.
Cheater.
Yeah, he's graduated. Yeah, he's done. He's done with that school and stuff. But Jonah, you got your sights set on Air Force, right? Am I right? I'm pretty sure. We've talked about that.
I'd go Navy.
You go Navy because you like seamen. Sean says, I'm going to try to contact Panzuzu. Is that a demon or something? How about you? Oh, gosh. Okay, so Sean's going to be doing some demonic conversation here. How about you, Mike? It's a big excitement with you. I am, let's see. Sean says, just kidding, kids, do not try. Yeah, Panzuzu. Maybe it's even evil saying that word. I don't know. I've only heard of it from you, Sean, so I don't know anything about it. So
yeah, it doesn't Sean hunt ghosts and stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah, Sean and Jonah both follow the supernatural paranormal thing pretty a lot more than I do. Let's see, Mike, I don't know. Mike, are you into that stuff? And Sherry, are you still there? We still have somebody else watching us. But we don't know.
4 people now.
Let's see.
2 people.
Jonah says, Sean, you want to talk to Zozo. I don't know who Zozo is. Sean says, I believe that's a demon from The Exorcist. All I remember was she kept saying Naren or some shit. Mike says, I get up at 4 a.m., so I am due to pass out in the next couple hours. Dude, 4 a.m. Wow. Yeah, I'd be sleeping right now, probably, if I had to wake up that damn early. Jeez.
I get to wake up at 4.
Yeah, you gotta wake up at 4. You gotta work? Like at 5 or something? What the hell, man? Jeez. I never worked midnights. Never worked midnights. Never did. Sean says, I almost passed out this morning from that shower. Yeah, Sean took a shower or something. You guys ever hear about this stuff? Sean said he took a hot shower and got dizzy and almost fainted. That ever happened to you?
When I was doing pretty bad weight cutting, yeah.
Okay. So it almost happened to Vinny.
It's like a dehydration thing, in my opinion. For my experience.
Well, for you.
For my experience.
Yeah, from Vinny's experience, Vinny thinks it happened to him almost because he was dehydrated, because he was cutting weight.
Yeah, and I was making it really warm, and I was sitting in really warm water, so I can drop a couple extra pounds.
You were trying to like sweat it out too?
Mm-hmm. So I was doing something stupid.
Jonah says Zozo is a demon who can be contacted on a Ouija board. He has possessed others in the past. I'll pass on that stuff.
Yeah, I'm good.
Mike says Sean needs to stop beating off in the shower.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you were doing, Sean?
Hey, that happens too.
Yeah, if you're going to do that in the shower, just make sure it's cooler.
Yeah.
Sean says Zozo is weak. Okay. Let's see. Jonah told me who Zozo was, and then Sean says Zozo is weak. Are you like trying to call out this demon? You know, calling him weak? Damn.
He's probably weak.
I guess if you're not Ouija boarding, you're alright though. But, my goodness.
Francis and Julia messed with the Ouija board.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Really? No shit, I didn't know that.
One time ago. They didn't want me to tell you, but I figured they're both adults.
They were grown-ups when they messed with the
were
Ouija board?
14.
Oh.
I said now they're both grown ups.
Oh, now they're adults.
There's no,
okay,
there's no
I missed
reason
that
to
part.
be keeping a secret anymore.
Right. Let's see, Sean says, I can take him. Jonah says, Sean, you will piss yourself. Michael says that Zool is the most powerful of all. Yeah, Zool, wasn't that from Ghostbusters? Zool.
Something like that.
Sounds familiar. Was that in Ghostbusters? I ain't seen it. Sean says, I ain't scared of ghosts. Oh my gosh. Jonah says, Zool, I remember from Ghostbusters. Yeah, that's what I thought. My uncle bought a home one time and it was supposedly haunted to the point where, okay, Mike says it was. My uncle bought a house that was supposed to be haunted by the former tenant who died there. And there's a grown man who was paid to paint in the basement, and refused to work in the house. It was supposed to be haunted. Jonah says, I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Cue the music. Nice. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking when Sean said that. I'm hearing the music in my ears.
Yeah.
But yeah, my uncle got this house, and I didn't believe in ghosts or any of that stuff. So my aunt told me, she said about stuff getting moved around, like she would leave something in the kitchen on one side of the kitchen, then it would be moved, and she'd be the only person in the house, and it would be on the other side of the room and stuff like that.
Science has actually explained that. Yeah. Like, it's like you thought you put something somewhere, but your brain messes with you so much, like you actually put it somewhere.
Yeah. Well,
it's like an elusive thought or something.
Well, but this was a case where she swore up and down that she moved this shit,
Yeah.
So
I'm skeptical.
So I am too, But I went through the house and was, bad mouthing these ghosts and saying, F you, old hag,
my
or
video?
whatever. I was being very disrespectful if there really was a ghost. I was not, So if I was a Ghostbuster, I was an ass Ghostbuster. I wasn't very nice. But yeah, my aunt thought I was crazy. She's like, don't say that, don't say that. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. Get the hell out of this house. I was like, yeah. So I didn't handle it like the little dwarf lady on Poltergeist. I was more like, get the out of here,
Should have had a crucifix.
Yeah, well, I didn't have a crucifix or holy water or sage leaves or any of that jazz. I didn't have any of that. I just, I wasn't.
You're the best at blessing a house. I think that's well said, Paul. I don't think any priest can get it across as good as you can.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Sean says, I just looked it up, and Panzuzu is the demon from The Exorcist who possessed Reagan. Jonah says, what a way to get your ass haunted. Yeah, I'll tell you, like I said, I have a scientific part of my mind that is very skeptical of, ghosts, Loch Ness Monster, Sasquatch, and all that stuff.
Then you got the other side that's just like,
Yeah, and then there is a part of me, though, that says, what if, or maybe.
It's, because you don't want to be wrong.
Well, I don't want to go messing around with a bunch of black magic shit either, though.
Yeah,
just in case.
Just in case. Because that's why we have the skeptical side of us. Because we don't want to just put our full faith in the one thing, and end up just like we don't want to just be completely wrong. We want to have reasoning and back it up.
Yeah, well, I imagine it's there for safety.
Yeah, we want to have proof. That's why we're skeptical about things.
Yeah.
We can't just solely.
Right, but on the other hand, like I said, I wouldn't. If somebody gave me a do-it-yourself possession kit, I wouldn't play with it.
Because you're unsure that it's real or not.
Right.
That's why you
wouldn't
play with it. You would be on the safer side. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, as opposed to. Okay,
yeah.
I see what you mean. So, on one hand, you're skeptical because you believe something doesn't exist, and then on the other hand, you're worried that maybe it does.
Yeah, I don't want to be wrong. I want to have that. I want to be open-minded about it. I want to be able to say, you know what, I don't really believe it too much, but hey, it could be out there. I haven't experienced enough of the world to even find out. I've only experienced 5% of the world.
Yeah. Well, it's like I'm not about to put foil on the top of my head or anything like that, but I really wouldn't be totally shocked. Well, I'd be shocked just like I think everybody really would be, but I wouldn't be super surprised if there was a such thing if we ever had contact from something in outer space. Because it is so big.
Oh, I would.
It would be that. I would be excited and everything else, but I'm saying I don't totally not believe there isn't anything out there. I do believe there could be something out there in space.
According to light and stuff. There is proof that we live in a multi, solar system universe. There's all kinds of different.
Well, Sean says we go into Helltown. I'm up for it, dude. I'm cool about going to Helltown. Do some ghost busting over in Helltown. I don't know what you guys got equipment wise. I don't have
me and
shit.
Justin, I don't know if they know.
I gotta steal a bite of an egg.
Have you guys ever been by Lincoln Park? Or no, where is it?
What park?
At Lincoln Park, that place. The towpath off there.
What about the towpath?
The park in Massillon that we used to.
Eating off the screen.
What's that called? Is that Lincoln Park?
Lincoln Park is on 17th Street.
Yeah.
Okay, what about it?
The towpath off that, there was an abandoned house about 2 miles down, and supposedly there's some ghost stories about that.
Huh.
You know, like some crazy husband or whatever chopped up his wife and dog and just scattered the wife scattered the piece
you guys
of the wife
hearing this shit?
around the whole like place, and the dog got hung on a tree in the back. So supposedly, if you go to that house, you can hear the dog whimpering and the screaming from the wife at the time of the murder and the exact day, or something crazy like that.
Jonah says, I'm ready to go to Helltown whenever we can go. I have flashlights and dowsing rods as well. Dowsing rods? No shit. Have you ever used them? I've tried using dowsing rods before. I haven't had any success at all. Let's see, Jonah says, I think I heard about those stories. Sean says, I gotta get those walkie-talkies. Yeah. What's up, Sherry? How we doing? Sean says, what house was it?
It was off the towpath. I think it's down now. I think they made a parking lot out of it, from what I've heard. I haven't really been there ever since like 7th or 8th grade. Which you guys have been in, like if I was in 7th grade, you guys have been in 8th grade, so.
Wow, so they might have torn it the hell down.
Yeah, I think that's what Justin told me, and Justin lives over there. One of my friends, he lives over there.
Alright. Jonah says, I have used them and I have had success using them. You know what I used to do was use a pendulum. I used to practice that for dowsing. And I used to have a pendulum. I'd make one, and I would hold it. And I would say that if it moved to and fro, away from me and towards me, that meant yes. And if it went side to side, to my left and to my right, that meant no. And I had this pendulum.
Yeah, they're always tearing down old buildings.
Yeah, I had this pendulum, and I would ask it questions. And it was weird because my hand would be perfectly still, and I would ask it things, and it would give me the same answers to questions. Like I would ask it later on the same question, and it'd still be no or yes. And I'm trying to think of what it used to mean when it spun in a circle. It didn't know. So it was like, it was weird. I read
stuff?
Yeah, man. I'd be asking it all kinds of crazy shit.
I thought, well, wouldn't you, like, believe in more supernatural stuff if that happened? That's crazy.
I forgot about that. I mean, this was years ago, dude. Like I
So
said,
you
know.
made a what again?
A pendulum.
A pendulum?
Pendulum. I made a pendulum.
Apparently.
And I would hold it. I would hold it.
Oh, just hold it?
And let it dangle from my hand. Okay?
Was this like specially crafted, like some certain
No.
shape?
No. And I would ask it questions, and I would get answers. Jonah says I would say that if they cross, that's yes, and apart for no, I would have good responses to questions. That's funny because, what started me off with messing around with the pendulum was I was reading about using one for dowsing, okay? And that's what started all that shit up, was, what's up, Gary? Talk about dowsing. And that's what led me into the whole pendulum thing. I was reading about people using pendulums for dowsing, and I started asking it questions and shit, and it got funky. Sean says, before we go, I also got to get that holy water. So Sean is planning on ripping off a church of some holy water. He's going to bring an empty bottle of Crown Royal and dip it into that.
I mean, you could just have your local church priest bless it for you. Bless this water, I guess.
Are you Catholic, Sean? You know what, though? Here's the thing. the holy water thing. I mean, let's say a person of faith, not a priest, just a person of faith. If they prayed over the holy water, wouldn't that make it holy water? Wouldn't you think that would? I don't know. Does it have to be a priest or something?
Well, that's what I was thinking all this time. But I don't know.
Sean says, I am not. So he's not thinking about ripping it off from a church. Okay, so you're thinking about buying some holy water from a gift shop or something? I see Gary says, what's up, bud? Nice to see you on here this late. My lunch is at 12. 1 your time. Oh man, so that's right. It's right, we're an hour ahead of you. Yeah, that stinks, because then you miss it, and then you gotta watch it after it's already recorded, but you still can watch it though. Sean says, I'm religious but not Catholic. Okay. Well, couldn't you bless your own water?
I mean, it has to be a really strong spirit, a really faithful person.
That's what I would think.
You can't just be some mojo off the street and just like, oh yeah, you are blessed.
Jonah says, I have no idea where you would even get holy water, Sean. I'm telling you, I think the water is just, priest prays over it or something like
normal.
that.
It's just water, but it's blessed by a certain individual that has that high of a connection with.
Yeah, we're talking about
God or
paranormal and ghost stuff here, Gary. I don't know if you believe in that stuff, but that's what we're talking about. I'll tell you what though, guys, I got carried away with that pendulum thing. And at the time, I worked a job where I was by myself my whole shift. I had 8-hour shifts and 12-hour shifts, and it was, I was a guard at a factory.
Drop forge.
Yeah, at a steel drop forging plant, and I just spent hours by myself and started playing with this pendulum, and it was kind of weird. It's kind of weird.
You know what you should have done is actually I don't know if it will work, but just put some tape or stuck it to some ledge of some sort, so you have no.
No, that's the whole point. Your body has to be connected to it, right?
So what if you're touching it, so it's super stable? You're still touching it, but just so
your energy is supposed to be coursing through it.
Right.
Now I would leave my hand on the table while I was doing it, and to where it wouldn't move, and it was weird. You'd have to mess with it to see.
Can you make another one?
Oh yeah, I could make another one. Whoops, hold up here. Jonah says, I have no idea where you would even get holy water, Sean. Sean says, I just read that 86% of holy water samples contain fecal matter, so it's not safe to drink. Who in the hell is testing all these basins of holy water? Come on.
You can get holy water can be from the fridge. Water is water.
I don't know. Jonah says, I did get carried away with the dowsing rods for a while as well. I would always ask if it was male or female too.
The water we do drink actually does have fecal matter in it.
Well, yeah, it does.
It does.
To some extent. It goes through the ground. I mean,
we've got fecal matter pretty much everywhere. Just disgusting stuff.
Yeah.
We're pooped all over by little microorganisms and stuff, so we're covered in poop if you think about it.
I'd rather talk about dowsing.
Doused in poop.
Yeah. Let's see. Sean says holy water is what they use to baptize people in. Okay.
Yeah, which holy water is blessed to become holy water.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's all it is water that's been blessed.
Yeah, because water, there's no special significance until it is blessed or acted upon by a priest or something, or whoever.
I'll tell you another thing they used to use in church for baptizing people and anointing people. They used to use some kind of oil.
You know what?
They used to use oil.
Aren't there fountains?
Make the sign of a cross, I think, on somebody's head.
Aren't there some fountains in churches and stuff that actually contain holy water for or something?
Well,
for baptizing babies or something.
Well, when you go into a Catholic church, they got a little basin of holy water.
Basin.
But in the Protestant churches, they don't believe it's the water itself is holy. They don't believe like that. They believe it's merely symbolic, you know.
Yeah.
Sean says, "Hey, Paul, can you bless my water? I don't know how good it would be me blessing it. I don't know if I got that kind of faith, dude." Jonah says, "Yes, they did use some type of oil, too. Yeah. There's some kind of oil they would anoint people with in church, but I went to a Protestant church, and it was mostly, you know, I believe symbolic, because that kind of stuff was done in the Bible, you know, so it's kind of like in the Catholic Church difference between how they feel about communion and the Protestant ones too, you know. Gary says, you gotta check out Louisiana sometime. They have a lot of vampire stuff. Blood you can buy at stores that sell things. You can kill vampires. No shit. People dress up like they're vampires. They believe they're here and real. Wow. That's creepy shit. Yeah, I've heard that Louisiana is got some, you know, a lot of that voodoo and shit, and now they got people running around believing in vampires. Now I'm thinking of like Scooby-Doo Zombie Island. Yeah. You ever see that? You know, I think they're down in Louisiana or somewhere down south. Oh, crap. I'm gonna eat off screen. Don't want to eat on screen, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't work very well with the plate.
Yeah. Good point. Wow. Yeah, I heard. You know, there's some voodoo queen's grave somewhere down in New Orleans, and you know, people like, it's like a shrine. Her grave's like a shrine. People leave gifts and stuff like that. Gary says New Orleans. Yeah. Yeah, I heard about some voodoo queen.
Wow.
And she was some big witch or something. And this cemetery, though, her grave is like, I don't know if it's got candles and stuff melted all over it. And people leave little gifts and weird shit. Weird stuff. Let's see. Gary says 5 hours away from me. You go for a 5-hour drive and see some creepy shit, man. That's, you know, another thing. I don't know. Do they have them where you live, Gary? Those graves that are like above ground, like they have in New Orleans? See, Sean says, me and Jonah will have to get together and plan this. Maybe we can FaceTime you, Paul, and let you in on the planning as well. Sounds like a good idea. Jonah says, I have heard that in New Orleans, they have coffins rising out of the graves because of all the water and damage caused by the hurricanes. Graves have been washed up and left caskets floating downstream. That would be scary, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be some creepy shit there,
that's
man.
Bad because, I mean, usually the standard depth is like 6 foot under.
Well, I know a lot of them are buried above ground, too. Oh, Gary says, yep, we got them. I will take pics and send them. Sweet. I'd love to see it. I was, you know, if you guys caught that, I was asking Gary about these above ground burials they do. Okay? It's like,
just a mountain? Or
no, it's like stone and shit, and it's on the ground, sticking up, and they drop the casket inside it. It's like a vault above ground.
Like you see in those games, like the crypts?
Right. Like the ones I made for our D&D game.
Yeah.
Okay, those stand-up things, yeah, those are real. And they use them a lot down there, I guess, because they're, you know, like below water level and shit. And, you know, the ground's all sogulated, I guess. I don't know. But,
I wonder where they're from.
yeah, I don't know. But Gary said they got some of them where he lives, too. That's so creepy. It's so different, you know?
Because that corpse is not under the ground, it's right there.
Right. You're looking at it and you're like, okay, there's a box with a rotten-ass body in it. You know, just looking at it. You know, whereas most graveyards, you're like, they're underground and there's green, lovely grass there, and you don't think about shit, really. But, because you're separated from it. But with this, when it's above ground, you're like, okay, that's a big-ass box to contain a rotten, nasty-ass body.
Every time I go to the cemetery and stuff, I'm just like, well, I might as well respect it now, because one day I'll be there, and people will be respecting me, and that's what I want, so.
Jonah says, my grandpa told me that when he was in Vietnam, they had the above-ground vaults, and he told me he slept on top of one before and would hear noises throughout the night. Wow, that makes for a good story right there. That's creepy shit, man. Speaking, since we're talking about graves and stuff, have you guys ever heard of an ossuary? Did we ever talk about that?
Isn't that the place like where, like in all the sides of the like burial home place like is, and you just pull out like the bodies?
That's a mausoleum.
Mausoleum. All right.
But an ossuary, you go inside and the bodies are just left on the sides. No, sometimes there's little places for them to lay, and they just lay there and rot. And they end up filling up with bones.
Definitely not here in America.
I don't know if there's any in America.
No, in America, no. I don't think so.
Let's see. Gary says the cemeteries in New Orleans are above the ground because New Orleans is below sea level. Yay, I got it right. It isn't just from the hurricanes, it floods. The ground gets saturated and causes the coffins to rise from the ground, even just with the normal heavy rain. That'd be some freaky shit, man. You imagine seeing a coffin bust out of the ground? It'd be like Poltergeist. Remember Poltergeist, where the graves are popping up out of the ground?
Or Spooky Encounter.
Falling out of there. Yeah. Yeah, and then the bodies are slumping out of there. Oh, man, that's creepy shit. Oh, my gosh. I can't remember what. I saw a documentary, and they had these burial ground. I can't remember if it was Thailand or somewhere out in Asia.
Probably.
And they had, these stone. They looked like shacks that they kept these bodies in. Pop them out, and people would take their relatives' bones out and wash them off like every couple of years. Let's see what Jonah has to say. Jonah says, I have been inside Massillon Cemetery at night with friends and would look inside the crypts while I was there. I did take pictures that had orbs in them.
Oh.
Yeah, the Massillon Cemetery, it's a spectacular cemetery. I know I've said it before, but, for being a small city, Massillon has a really fantastic cemetery. Yeah. It really is cool.
Aren't those orbs spiritual energies?
I don't know. Some people believe the orbs are spiritual energies. I don't know. Me, myself, I wonder if they're like dust catching light. There's the skeptic in me, because I don't remember talk of orbs and pictures too much before digital photography. Okay? And I don't remember seeing many orbs either back in the old days with regular film. But maybe that's just a skeptic in me. But I don't remember seeing stuff like that before digital photography became big.
Why would the
Were you using digital cameras? See, Jonah says, I know what you're talking about, Paul. Some places just let the bodies rot on top of the ground. Some countries believe in keeping the dead bodies of their loved ones in their homes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wasn't Mom talking about that? What was that called?
Mm-hmm.
Mom was talking about wanting to do that stuff.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about, Mom was talking, my wife was talking about wanting to be taxidermied.
Yeah, taxidermy.
Yeah, mummified. Which,
with
not cool.
Like with a smile on her face.
Yeah, not cool. Don't need that. Jonah said orbs are said to be spirit manifestation and still images. I use my phone and a digital camera. So did you get orbs in both? Your phone and your camera?
I don't know. I would think that the spiritual balls of energy, why would they, like, after so long after death, why would they be sitting stagnant right there above the body?
Yeah,
why wouldn't they be either stuck in the body or back into, like, whatever happens afterwards?
Well, okay, let's say, you know, the spiritual stuff is real or whatever. Let's see. Jonah said I did. Okay, so you had it on both your camera and your phone camera. Both picked these up. Okay, that's interesting. Michael says, erect or flaccid, we never got an answer. Oh, gosh. Oh, you're talking about that. Oh, my gosh, Mike. Oh, yeah. Mike's talking about if I was mummified. Yeah, she probably would prefer it, the former, as opposed to the latter. I'd be more useful then, I guess.
Yeah, I've been on a ghost hunt with my friend Justin.
Jeez, Mike. Good memory, Mike. Sean says, Vinny, ever been on a ghost hunt? You answered that, right?
Yeah.
Sean says, X out the A. Mike says, since you're talking about taxidermy, yeah, I knew what you were talking about, dude. Yeah, I think she'd prefer me upright.
There's a place in Brewster.
Okay, yeah, Gary says there's a place in Brewster. I was with Billy, Mike, a couple others. It's a witches, warlocks cemetery. You gotta check it out. It was the most creepy cemetery I ever experienced. They only buried... Oh, shit, I'm hitting the thing to see more of it. Damn it. This thing gives me trouble here. Okay, let me go back to what you're saying, Gary. Now I gotta scroll down. There's a place in Brewster. I was with Billy, Mike, a couple of others. It's a witches, warlock cemetery. You gotta check out. It was the most creepy cemetery I ever experienced. They only buried them 3 feet then. Ooh, shit. Where at in Brewster, dude? That's worth checking out. Jonah said the orbs are free roaming. They aren't specifically over top of the grave. I've gone on multiple ghost hunts in Gettysburg, PA, and have investigated a few other places. Yeah, what I was going to say is I could see spirits wanting to roam around, and, like, I could see them visiting the graveyard thinking, you know, like, people come there to make a connection with the dead in a way. You know, you go there to remember people who passed away. So maybe that would have something to do with that. I don't know. Yeah, I'd like to know where the heck that cemetery is in Brewster, though. Sounds cool.
Human energy is just so insane.
Yeah.
There's got to be more than there's got to be more than just being
meat.
You know, meat is what I was about to say. There's got to be more.
Yeah, you would think so. I think we're special as creatures. I do.
I think all the animals are special in their own significant way.
You know, Gary, you're talking about that cemetery, and that brings up something very interesting that you said they only buried them 3 feet back then. Have you guys ever seen grave dimples? Anybody ever see grave dimples? And that is before. That's before they used to use vaults with lids and stuff. And the graves weren't that deep, like Gary was talking about. And the ground would collapse, and there'd be dimples. And if you go to some old cemeteries, you will see grave dimples where the earth went down into the casket. Just something kind of interesting. Jonah says, I would love to check that out. Where is that cemetery located? My grandma lives in Brewster, so I know my way around a bit. Well, and Jonah, we are a stone's throw from Brewster. So, you know, that's got me interested. Gary's got me all interested in it. And Vinny roams around Brewster all the time, too. Let's see, Jonah says, I've seen that at a few places. So you've seen the grave dimples, huh? Yeah, it's kind of creepy when you think about it, because you're like, man, somebody's casket got caved in. Gary says, my sister was there, had to get out of there so fast because things were getting so weird. Getting too weird. Hands, etc. was grabbing people. People were getting grabbed? Damn. Sean says, I just read that Margaret Hamilton was born in Cleveland, Ohio. Maybe she did inspire the Green Lady. Yeah, we were talking about that. Maybe she did. I don't know. That's food for thought. That's interesting. Born in Cleveland.
Who's
Who's
Margaret Hamilton? Like I never heard too much
she played the witch in Wizard of Oz.
She played that?
Yeah.
And so that could have inspired the Green Lady.
The Green Lady, that's what we were talking about. If maybe she inspired her. The legend of the Green Lady. And you know what? That would make total sense. I mean, especially, that it's talked about around Cleveland, and she's from Cleveland. Michael says, the spookiest cemetery I've been to is in Malvern. Was supposed to be a witch's cemetery. Okay, so there's another witch's cemetery.
And it's not far. That's not too far.
Yeah, Malvern isn't that far either. Sean says, where is the cemetery located in Brewster? Yeah, Gary, if you've got any way of pointing out where maybe this cemetery is, we'd like to check it out. Because I don't know, does Brewster even have a regular cemetery?
Yeah, there's a...
Is there?
I think there is.
Is there just a normal, plain old-ass cemetery there?
I mean, I don't know. I only usually walk around downtown Brewster.
Okay, I mean, you'd think they'd have a cemetery somewhere.
Yeah, I think they do.
I mean...
I can't really remember, because I didn't go...
Navarre has one. Brewster's about... Well, maybe Brewster's
it's a little smaller. It's
yeah.
a little smaller.
Yeah. Gary says, I wished I was there in Ohio. I could take you there. Ask Mike Shaner. Okay, I'll ask Mike sometime. Because, Mike's still here in Ohio, right? Jonah says Ohio does have some creepy places. I have the old Kendall Community Cemetery at the end of my street. No shit, that's where you live. Okay, the Kendall Community Cemetery. That, I remember, I had a buddy who lived on the same road, dude. And I remember him showing me that creepy-ass little cemetery. It's so cool.
Is it? Oh, yeah.
Hold up. Jonah says it is across from Baylor Beach. It is Welty Cemetery. My grandpa is buried there.
Yeah, but that's where Grandma's buried.
Okay, that's where my mom is buried, actually. Yeah.
So that's where it is in Brewster. I'm pretty sure that's Brewster, right? Or is that not?
It's right outside of Brewster. I wondered if that was.
Because I've pretty much walked from here to Baylor's Beach.
But
pretty much to that cemetery.
That cemetery I know of because my mom is buried there. And my grandparents on my mom's side are buried there, and so I've got some relatives buried at that cemetery. It is a creepy little cemetery, though. I'll agree. I wonder if that's the one you're talking about, Gary. But Gary says, yeah, it's pretty close to there. So, yeah, that could be the same cemetery. You know what's weird is, back in the days, and this was mostly wealthier people, from what I understand, is some people used to have family cemeteries on their property back in the days.
Oh, yeah.
They'd have a big-ass mansion and shit, and then have their own private cemetery there.
Yeah, or sometimes...
It's kind of funky.
Even their own little mausoleum or whatever.
Yeah.
You see that in movies too.
What?
In like some British movies.
Yeah. In European shit.
And
they
it's
tend
like
to have
real.
That more. Yeah.
Like it's not just a prop.
See, Gary says it's back in the woods.
It's probably around there. We'd have to search for it.
And Sean's asking, what cemetery are you guys talking about? Well, the cemetery that Jonah brought up is, what did you call it? Welty Cemetery, which is across from Baylor's Beach. It's just a little thing. It's got some trees on it, but it's not buried in any woods. I'll tell you what, one of the creepiest cemeteries I've seen, it was on the side of a mountain in West Virginia, and it was a poor person's cemetery. So poor that these people made the tombstones out of cement. They were homemade tombstones up on this mountain in West Virginia.
Where's Savannah's?
And actually, they were so poor, some of the people wrote out stuff in marbles, put them on in the cement to do writing in marbles. No shit. I ain't never seen stuff like that before. Let me get back to this. Jonah says, Charity Roch is buried at the cemetery at the end of my street. No kidding. She was very important. She was the wife of Thomas Roch, who owned Spring Hill. Spring Hill was used as part of the Underground Railroad. Yeah. That's true. My refrigerator is peeing right now. Jonah says, I really want to go find that witch cemetery now. Well, we still have the question, could that possibly be the one that Gary's talking about? And I'll tell you what, the one Mike brought up about in Malvern, that sounds interesting too. Anytime somebody says witch cemetery, it's got my attention. Gary says it's by the old bar out there on the left before you get there, same road.
Light bulb just went off in my head.
You think you know what he's talking about?
Yes, there's this little road.
Okay.
That's like, it's before you go to Bailey's Beach. It's before you get there, and it's off to the left on the same side.
The one that ends up leading back to Fairless School and all that shit? That's the only road I can think of out there.
I don't know.
Let's see, Jonah says, I know where you were talking about. It's right off 93. Yeah. Things to ponder. Yeah, this one in Malvern, though. Yeah. There's a really cool, creepy, unkept cemetery in Wilmot, Ohio, too. I mean, it's like, I don't know if they do anything to take care of it. Jonah says, I think I have an idea. It's as if you are going towards Dundee as well. Damn. I'm trying to think here. Okay, like you're headed to Beach City, then to go to Dundee. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, Wilmot, Ohio, which if you're going to, and you get by Baylor's Beach, and you know it splits, you take a right, and that'll take you down to Wilmot. They've got a creepy little cemetery. Like I said, that's the one that, I don't think they take care of it. Yeah, we stopped there one time and walked around. I don't think they take care of it at all. But yeah, that cemetery I was telling you guys about down in West Virginia, it was creepy as shit. My cousins live in West Virginia, and we went for a drive one time up this mountain, and they showed me this cemetery, and like I said, those people were poor. I mean, they made their own tombstones out of cement and stuff.
Yeah, buried their own people.
Yeah.
Wonder what they used as caskets, probably just blocks of wood, or you.
Well, they maybe made them.
I mean,
there's a lot of poor people who are great carpenters. Let's see. Gary says you go past Baylor's Beach, hang right just before a road on the left. Cemetery right back in woods. Damn. Sean says is it Weimer Cemetery? I don't know. I don't know about Weimer Cemetery. Which one are you talking about, Sean? Are you talking about the one in Wilmot? Because I'll tell you, if you're talking about that, I have no clue, dude. I don't even know what it's called. I forgot the one my mom is at. It's called Welty. That's how bad I am. I mean, shit. Jonah brought that up. But, yeah. You guys go down the hills, down southeast Ohio and West Virginia. They got some weird stuff. They got some weird cemeteries.
I think that'd be cool.
And they got, they got like Like that one I went to, you know, just because people were poor. Let's see, Jonah says that cemetery in West Virginia sounds really sad. To make tombstones out of cement and marbles to identify the names. Yeah, it was. It was weird. See, Sean says Weimer Cemetery is a small cemetery in the woods near Baylor's. So maybe that's the one you're talking about, Gary. Maybe that's the one. I don't know. That could be it. Maybe that is it. I don't know. Got me. But yeah, and you know, Massillon has another creepy thing, and that's where those bodies were buried from the cholera epidemic in Massillon. Now there's a little plaque that says something about it. I think it's on Andrews Street or something on the northeast side of town. That's pretty creepy shit there too. See, Jonas says, I can always try to find that witch cemetery sometime. Is there any tombstones to identify the graves? Oh, Gary, you know anything about tombstones being in there? How about you, Mike? The witch cemetery you talked about, did it have tombstones? Did you think, man, think about how many places people are buried at and they don't have tombstones. Jonah says, that is also at the end of my street, too. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about, dude. They just, yeah, from the sound of it, they dumped a bunch of damn bodies in there in a big hole and threw dirt over them. I'm pretty sure it was a cholera outbreak that killed a bunch of people in Massillon.
How long ago?
1800s, I think. I think so, yeah.
When was Massillon founded?
I don't know. I don't know how old Massillon is.
Was that like 1718 or 1817 or something like that?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't think 1700s. That sounds pretty damn old.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's way old. Like 1817 or something like that?
Maybe. I don't know. Check that shit out. You got a smartphone, homie?
No, I think I read it in a book, but my memory's not too sharp on it.
Check that shit on your phone. Well, I can't do it right now, obviously. But you can. Sean says, I thought it was tuberculosis. I don't know, dude. I think it was cholera, but maybe it was TB, but I think it was cholera. Mike says there were stones with druid-like carvings on them. Creepy shit, man. Talk about some old-ass witchcraft. Gary says, I don't know, but this place is so old, they didn't have no cemetery signs. We had to take a piss, found it, and everyone wanted to check it out. So we did. Things got bad, and we seen it was a witches, warlocks. We got out there, but car wouldn't start, etc. Damn. Sean says, remember, Paul is a druid. Oh, yeah, that's right. I think Mike said something about he doesn't look Jewish when that was brought up. Oh, my gosh. Jonah says, all that is there in that cemetery is a flower pot. When they went to build some homes over there, they dug up bodies as well. Yeah, no shit. That's true. In Massillon, someone who went to remodel their porch in the 50s found a gravestone under the porch and soon filled it back up. The homes around there are said to be haunted. Yeah, well, no wonder why, man. Yeah, I read about that dude digging up some bones and stuff. See, yeah, it sounds like they buried them and just wanted people to forget that there were a shitload of dead bodies buried there or something. Jonah says, I want to go find this place. I would love to experience something crazy. I might piss myself. Uh-oh. So, yeah, Jonah is wanting to get some serious paranormal activity happening to him. He's wanting to run. He's looking for the shit, man. Yeah, he wants proof.
That's what I want. I want that hard proof.
Yeah. I remember, guys. I don't know if any of you guys heard of it. There's a little church off of 21 on the way to Strasburg. Take it south out of Massillon and stuff. Head down towards Strasburg. There's a little church on the right, just before you get to Strasbourg. And at this church, they have like one crypt. And it used to be said that if you go down there at night and you knock on the door at like 12 o'clock midnight, spirits in there will knock back. I know where that place is. Let's see. Gary says, I wished you was there, bud. You would have loved it. Not kidding. My sister was there too. She was scared. Oh, I'll bet it was awesome. Jonah says, I love the paranormal. Sean says, me too, man. Remember my uncle's basement. All right, what happened in the basement? Mike says, what Gary said sounds familiar to me. I can't remember who was there. Probably like 8 people in one car. Shit, maybe you were there with him. Damn. Maybe our memory's getting bad, guys. Jonah says, I would probably scream like a bitch when it happens, but I would love the experience in the long run. Well, yeah, what's up, Frank? What's happening? Got a whole bunch of people on here. Yeah, we're talking about creepy cemeteries. Yeah. Like I said, this one cemetery, it's off of 21, just before you get to Strasbourg. There's a tiny little, I think it's a red brick church. And it's just got like 1 or 2 crypts. And, but the story was, if you knocked on it at midnight, the spirits would knock back on the door. But I never did get a chance to try it. Never was there at night, that late. Jonah says, I had the shit scared out of me at Gettysburg. I had a Confederate soldier run at me when I was all alone. Nice. Gary says Matt Wolf was driving, LOL. Mike says we did run around with the same people. Yeah, and that's a weird thing is, you know, it's weird because, you know, Massillon's big enough to where you might not know every single person in it, but you know somebody who knows that other person you don't know. You know, it's weird. Gary said Chris Calhoun. Well, I remember Chris, of course. Definitely remember him. We did a lot of running around. Shit. We stayed out of trouble for the most part, though. Let's see. Sean says, heard some screaming coming from his basement. My cousin went down to check and saw nothing. Crazy thing is my aunt would always complain, saying she heard screams coming from the basement. It says, I always thought she was kidding just to scare us, but now I'm not so sure. Maybe there was something to it. Jonah says, I found out the hard way by playing Civil War battle sounds and then playing Union March songs in a Confederate location of the battle. Yeah, well, you guys went to Gettysburg, and, I mean, all them damn people who died there, shit. Mike's saying, wasn't one of the chicks too scared to get out of the car? Yeah, you guys were probably at the same damn thing at the same time. So yeah, it sounds like you and Gary might have both been at the same damn thing. Gary says, yep, my sister, LOL, that's so cool. That is so wacky. You guys are talking about the same thing, and you guys were both at the same damn thing. That is so crazy. Oh my gosh. Mike says, and someone's Zippo almost exploded and wouldn't relight. Oh, wow. Sounds like a creepy-ass night. Yeah, I missed that one. And that sounds good. That sounds like that would have been a hell of a lot of fun. Wow. Yeah. Jonah and Sean went to Gettysburg and the ghost hunting down there. I mean, my goodness. Yeah, if there's going to be some kind of spiritual activity because someone died somewhere, you would think Gettysburg would have to be ripe with paranormal stuff, you know, with all those people. Which I know, Sean, you and Jonah know the numbers of the casualties, and we've talked about that before. Just, it was such an epic loss of life. you would think there'd have to be paranormal activity going on there at Gettysburg. Just crazy shit. Jonah says that's awesome that you could all experience that. I was all by myself in Gettysburg when this happened to me. I went for a walk on the battlefield late at night, right before closing. That's creepy shit. Gary's saying that was the good old days. Yeah. Damn, we had a lot of fun. I'll tell you what, having fun was pretty cheap too. You know? We didn't have fancy phones and shit like that back then. You know, having fun came down to how far you could walk, or if you could buy a couple gallons of gas, you know, shit like that. That's, and we used to, you know, fun was where you found it, and we found it everywhere. I don't know. I mean, it was a good time to grow up, I think. I think we grew up in a pretty decent time. You know, definitely there weren't very many boring moments, I know, in my childhood, so that's a good thing. Didn't spend a lot of time idle. Yeah, the good old days, man. I'll tell you, you ever think about that, though? I said something earlier about how many people have been buried and there's no tombstone. You ever think about that? You know, how many people got whacked out or whatever? Somebody killed their ass, buried them somewhere. I think maybe you were traipsing around some woods somewhere. Somebody buried somebody they didn't want anybody to find, you know? Shit like that. It's kind of creepy. Jonah says that Gettysburg trip was fun as hell, but soon made me realize the true expenses of the real world, considering I paid my way there straight out of high school. Yeah, where'd you get that loot to pay for all that, man? You like throwing a paper out for years or what? Yeah. You know, and I'm going to go back to what I was saying about bodies being buried places. Okay. You know, they catch guys like Ted Bundy and shit who had favorite places for putting bodies and stuff. You know, had these places out in the woods that they loved to bury the bodies and put them out there. And you figure, you know, how many people out there have not been caught that are serial killers? And maybe you're walking around someplace that is their dumping ground, you know? It's weird shit. Let's see, Jonah just got back to me on that. He says, I have money saved up, and I used some money from graduation as well. Nice. Oh, you got graduation money. Nice. Sean said, I also paid for mine, and I got mine from my graduation party. Mike said his bar mitzvah money. He had a late bar mitzvah. Jeez, yeah, nice. I'm trying to think of what it was like. Well, you know what? We're talking to these young guys now, and then Mike and Gary start talking about that one thing, you know, and now I'm reflecting on being young again. That was a lot of fun. A lot of damn fun. Mike, his bar mitzvah money. Jeez. You know what? I don't think I got money for my graduation. I don't think I got shit. I think I got I can't believe you graduated comment from a lot of people. I don't think I got money for maybe I did. Maybe I just don't remember. Let's see. Gary says my last house in Ohio had some creepy stuff. Had 7 preachers because of ghost devil shit going on. Found out they had worship going on, and family members died there back in 1974. Same year I was born. Wow, so people were doing devil worship shit where you lived. Damn.
I know, Mom.
That's messed up. Hi, honey.
Hi. Is Vinny still
Wow.
up here?
No, Vinny just went to bed a little bit ago. Just a little bit ago. He's probably still awake.
Vinny!
Send Jillian down to get him. Oh, man. Jonah says that's some crazy shit. It is. Oh, my gosh. Dude. That is crazy. And that's great to think you live somewhere and people were using it as a damn satanic church.
Why is this chair in the middle of the kitchen?
That's some creepy shit. Well, that chair's there. I brought it inside. I was going to take it to the basement, and I got sidetracked.
Okay.
Sean said, tell Teresa about Margaret Hamilton. I will. Good reminder there. The other day, we were speculating that maybe the Green Lady came from because of the Wicked Witch in Wizard of Oz, right? Maybe that's how it started, because she was green.
Yeah.
Sean looked it up, and Margaret Hamilton, the old bag playing her, was from Cleveland, Ohio.
Ah.
So there's a connection.
We have some groceries. I was wondering. I didn't know you went to bed, though.
You came back with groceries?
Yeah. I got you a Lunchable.
Time is 10:26 oven standard. I think I've got to sign off, guys.
We didn't have that. We didn't get
Wife
that
just
much.
got me some, she just got us all some groceries, so I think I better get off here and help bring in some groceries, guys. It's great talking to all you guys.
I got you bacon.
Oh, thank you. Got
and
bacon.
I got some lunch meat.
Nice.
Some turkey and ham, I think.
See, Jonah said if you ever come across devil worshippers, we can always go to Dundee Falls and see what we can come across. Michael says, remember the house my aunt lived in on the corner by Schrader's store was haunted. Ooh, creepy. Sean said, have a great night, everybody. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, I hope...
You too, Sean.
Teresa said you too. Yeah, I'm going to wish all of you guys a great night. Thanks for hopping on here. Jonah says, have a great night, everyone. Thank you, sir. You too as well. Yeah, you guys stay out of trouble and you know, have to get the cameras ready and go to some of these places, even if it's not a major excursion, even if it's during the daytime. You know, I mean, a lot of these creepy little cemeteries aren't that far from here. But yeah, I gotta hop off here. Time for me to actually help do something. So, I'm gonna wish all of you guys a good night.
Good night.
Stay out of trouble. Stay safe. And, yeah, if you get the chance, watch Wasted Lunch. Gary, I know, time zone's different and all that stuff, which kind of stinks, but oh well, it was great talking to you and everybody else. Take care of yourselves. Be careful, and I'll see you later. Bye.